Good morning, it's Anand here from Osho, Ireland, and today I'm sharing the 38th meditation technique. I'm hoping that behind me you can hear the sound of a waterfall. It's a small waterfall, but it's a beautifully noisy waterfall. And you will hear sounds of cars and other street noises. That's done on purpose for this specific technique. So I'm going to read out the instructions. There's two parts to this meditation. Osho talks about how this is a technique that has two parts, but they're opposites. So we're going to do the first part today, and then you can try the second part at another time. So in this technique, the instructions are: bathe in the center of sound, as in the continuous sound of a waterfall, or by putting the fingers in the ears, hear the sound of sounds. So Osho talks about that we can do this technique in many ways. We can do it sitting in the marketplace, or we can do it by a waterfall, which we're going to do today. But the important thing with this technique is to understand that sounds, unlike sight, he says, is linear. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, it's linear. Sound comes to us in waves, in circles, and it comes in via our ears, and it's transmitted and it comes into us, so we receive sound. And Osho goes on to talk about that using this technique, there's no sound in our center, and our center is in our belly. So you're receiving all these sounds, and you're to allow your ears to completely open, your sense of hearing, to fully hear every sound. He warns you may get dizzy at the beginning as you allow every sound into you. And the key to this technique is to not apply thoughts. This is a good sound, a bad sound, beautiful, I don't want to hear this. Oh, that sound reminds me of this. So remember, like last week in previous techniques with sight, we remove the thinking about the sound and we focus on our center inside of ourselves. So for this technique, I'm going to move my camera closer to the waterfall, and together we'll close our eyes and we'll receive all of the sounds around us, the water, the birds, cars, whatever arises, and allow it to come within you. And this may bring you into your center. I'll also very quickly talk about the second part, which you can do alone. So if you like this technique, you can do it for a few weeks or a few months. But for the second part of it, so maybe for a few weeks do this, allowing sounds to enter you, receiving, becoming that center where all the sounds come towards you, circling in. And then the other side of this technique is to completely close your ears, to be deaf and dumb, to hear no sound, to hear its absence. So you can use, cotton wool or some sort of thing to block out sound. And when you become soundless, it throws you into your center. So for about 10 minutes right now, I'm going to move the camera closer to the waterfall, and we'll close our eyes. Just going to take my glasses off, and we'll receive the sounds. Okay, and I'm going to flip the camera around. So I hope you enjoyed this technique with me. If you want to save this, you could listen to this sound or use any sound that you hear. The real big thing for this technique is to really drop your guard and allow every sound to really enter you as much as you can allow. And keep on trying with this technique. Keep on receiving sounds and more sounds. And just allowing with no judgment. So thank you for joining me in this technique. It was nice to do it out here. Where I live is really beautiful, and it's nice that you can share it with me. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you next Sunday at 11 AM for the 39th technique. Bye bye.